Hello everybody. Today I'm going to read a story from Fairy Tales and Fantastic Stories by Terry Jones, and this particular story is called The Beast with 1,000 Teeth. A long time ago, in a land far away, the most terrible beast that ever lived roamed the countryside. It had 4 eyes, 6 legs, and 1,000 teeth. In the morning, it would gobble up men as they went to work in the fields. In the afternoon, it would break into lonely farms and eat up mothers and children as they sat down to lunch. And at night, it would stalk the streets of the towns, looking for supper. In the biggest of all the towns, there lived a pastry cook and his wife, and they had a small son whose name was Sam. One morning, as Sam was helping his father to make pastries, he heard that the mayor had offered a reward of 10 bags of gold to anyone who could rid the city of the beast. "Oh," said Sam, "wouldn't I just like to win those 10 bags of gold?" "Nonsense," said his father. "Put those pastries in the oven." That afternoon, they heard that the king himself had offered a reward of 100 bags of gold to anyone who could rid the kingdom of the beast. "Oh, wouldn't I just like to win those 100 bags of gold?" said Sam. "You're too small," said his dad. "Now run along and take these cakes to the palace before it gets dark." So Sam set off to the palace with a tray of cakes balanced on top of his head. But he was so busy thinking about those 100 bags of gold, 110, that he lost his way, and it soon began to grow dark. "Oh dear," said Sam, "the beast will be coming soon to look for his supper. I'd better get home." So he turned and started to hurry as fast as he could. But he was utterly and completely lost, and he didn't know which way to turn. Soon it grew very dark. The streets were deserted, and everyone was home safe inside, with their doors bolted and barred for fear of the beast. Poor Sam ran up one street and down the next, but he couldn't find the way home. And then, suddenly, in the distance, he heard a sound like thunder. And he knew that the beast with 1,000 teeth was approaching the city. Sam ran to the nearest house and started to bang on the door. "Let me in! Let me in!" he cried. "I'm out in the street and the beast is coming to the city. Listen!" And he could hear the sound of the beast getting nearer and nearer. And the ground shook and the windows rattled in their frames. But the people inside said, "No, if they opened the door, the beast might get in and eat them too." So poor Sam ran to the next house and he banged as hard as he could on the door. But the people told him to go away as well. And then he heard a roar and he heard the beast coming down the street, and he ran as hard as he could. But no matter how hard he ran, he could hear the beast getting nearer and nearer. And he glanced over his shoulder, and there it was at the end of the street. Poor Sam, in his fright, dropped his tray in the middle of the road and hid under some steps. And the beast got nearer and nearer until it was right above him, and it bent down and its terrible jaws went snap. And it gobbled up the tray of cakes. And then it turned to Sam. Sam plucked up all his courage and shouted as loud as he could, "Please don't eat me, beast! Wouldn't you rather have some more cakes?" The beast stopped and looked at Sam, and then it looked back at the empty tray, and it opened its mouth and said, "Well, they were very nice cakes. I like the pink ones. But there aren't any more left, so I'll have to eat you." And it reached under the steps to where poor Sam was hiding and pulled him out in its great horny paws. "Please," cried Sam, "if you don't eat me, I'll make you some more. I'll make you lots of good things. I'm the son of the best pastry cook in the whole land." "Will you make more pink ones?" "I'll make you so many pink ones." "All right then," said the beast. And it put poor Sam into his pocket. I don't know why it has a pocket. It didn't state. Might have been wearing clothes. And carried him home to his lair. The beast lived in a dark and dismal cave, the floor littered with the bones of the people it had eaten, the stone walls marked with lines where the beast had sharpened its 1,000 teeth on the walls. Sam got to work straight away. Using the discarded things lying around, he started to bake and bake and bake, and when he ran out of flour or eggs or anything else, the beast would run back into town to get them, although Sam suspected it never paid for anything. Sam cooked and baked, and he made scones and eclairs and meringues and sponge cakes and shortbread and donuts. But when he'd finished, the beast looked at them and said, "You haven't made any pink ones." "Wait a minute," said Sam, and he took all the cakes and covered every single one of them in pink icing. "There you go, they're all pink." "Oh, brilliant," said the beast, and scoffed a lot. Well, the beast grew so fond of Sam's cakes that it shortly gave up eating people altogether and stayed at home in the cave, just eating and growing fatter and fatter. And this went on for an entire year, until one morning Sam woke up to find the beast rolling around and beating on the floor of the cave. Well, I'm sure you can guess what the matter was. "Oh dear," said Sam. "I'm afraid all that pink icing's giving you toothache." Well, the toothache got worse and worse, and because the beast had 1,000 teeth, it was soon suffering from the worst toothache that anyone in the whole history of the world has ever suffered from. It lay on its side and it held its head and roared in agony until actually Sam started to feel quite sorry for it. The beast howled and howled in pain until it could stand it no longer. "Please, Sam," it cried, "help me." "Well, all right then," said Sam. "Sit very still and open your mouth. It's going to hurt." So the beast sat very still and opened up its huge mouth, and Sam picked up a convenient pair of pliers, presumably somewhere near all the baking stuff, and pulled with great effort every single tooth in the beast's head. It took a while. And when the beast had lost its 1,000 teeth, its toothache went away, and what's more, it couldn't eat people anymore. So Sam took it home, and he went to the mayor and claimed his 10 bags of gold. And then he went to the king and claimed his 100 bags of gold. And then he went back home to live with his mum and dad anyway. And the beast, with nothing else to do, helped at the pastry shop, where it took cakes to the palace on its back every day. And eventually, everyone forgot that they'd ever been afraid of the beast with 1,000 teeth. Thank you.